our boys here from Australia, Tristan Conn, Blake Drysdale, Jake Lynch, 3 from Newport, 2 from Piha, Powney, who is the under-19 New Zealand champion, Ripon, who's the Open New Zealand champion, Jackson Simons has made the move over from Cottesloe in WA to Northcliffe now, and Scrivener and Zustovic from Mollymook. Powney, the younger of the two Kiwis from the Piha club, most famously known for its giant surf at times. But let's see if the boys can beach flags here today, and it's interesting to see Jackson Simons there in that white cap with the maroon star. More used to seeing him in the fluoro green of Cottesloe, and he's made the move over to the Northcliffe club like so many do. Let's see how the change helps him. It's Conn from Newport, 3 from Newport, 2 from Mollymook, 2 from Piha, and 1 from Northcliffe. Set and away. The first run of the season there, very easy and early on, and Conn is gone. He was done for pace just like that. Didn't have the speed the rest of the boys had. Shakes their head, gives the official a pat on the back, says thank you very much, but it was all in the turn.
Well, Conn sent home very early. Didn't have the speed at all, Josh, and lucky he doesn't have far to travel to get home because he's not moving super fast.
Oh, big Tristan Conn. He is gone. And the boys, no dramas at all. A little push and shove there between the Kiwis and the Aussies, and they managed to survive, and they won't have seen much of each other. Blake Drysdale, the year before last, had an undefeated perfect season. Last year, he just battled injuries, and his teammate, Jake Lynch, got the jump on him. He'll be keen to get back on top, and the only man choosing to go in the sluggos there, and you can see those giant thighs of his, Brock Scrivener. Been in plenty of finals, plenty of Ocean 6 finals. Mollymook, such a strong club for such a long time on the beach. We've got 2 in this final.
Ready.
The boys are set.
Yeah.
Off and away. Quick from the Kiwi boys on this side. Very quick. Oh, they come together, and just like that, I couldn't believe it. Sam Zustovic has gone home. 3rd place last season. He will go home early this season because the boys from New Zealand are very, very fast.
Well, very fast, the boys from Piha, Josh. It was a battle on the water side here, and it was Zustovic who got sent home early. Just didn't have the speed, didn't have the body work from the big fella from Piha, who got himself in front and used that strength to get the flag.
Yeah, unbelievable. A great performance there. A couple little tricks at the end with that beach flag, and there was one flag wide open just like that, and oh, desperation. And then another one sitting there. Jake Lynch, he thought he was gone for a second. We're down to 1 man from Mollymook, and that is Brock Scrivener. And that was an interesting run there. I don't think the Aussies are going to have it all their own way. Of course, Ripon, the New Zealand champion. Powney, the under-19 champion. Lynch is the Australian champion. Simons, the beach sprint champion. We've got it all in this final. Probably Scrivener's the least recognised in an open sense. The boys are away off, and once again the New Zealanders are very, very quick. Push and shove and push and shove. Simons trips over, and he goes home. And just like that, we say goodbye to the man from Northcliffe, and not the most successful start in the white cap with the maroon star. He was expecting more, but a little push and shove and trip, very brutal when you're going up against someone like Blake Drysdale.
Well, Northcliffe may need to take a look at their latest recruit, Josh, and they've got a lot of work to do from this stage if he's going to perform for them in what they'll be looking for in the world titles, and a big reason why they would have chased Simons to move across from WA.
The big shove from the Kiwi there sends him flying, and he's quick in a straight line, but that push and shove needs work from Jackson Simons. He hasn't done many rounds of the Ocean 6, so good to have him on board, but he'll go home with a 6th place to open his season. Rip on there. New Zealand's best at the moment. He's on the top side. Scrivener at the bottom. Powney above him. Lynch, then Drysdale. And Rip on at the top. Very focused. Expect the 2 Newport boys in the middle to split. Push to the outsides. Put pressure on the Kiwis. Off and away, almost immediately, both the New Zealanders, they come under fire. They come under a lot of fire, and just like that, we say goodbye to the current New Zealand champion, Dan Rippon. And just like we predicted, the boys split from Newport, went to the outside, the big push and shove, and the New Zealand boys go home.
Well, Daniel Rippon sent home probably earlier than he would have liked, Josh. He was very, very competitive early on, but Blake Drysdale seems to be hitting his straps, hitting his stride, and in form.
Hitting the shoulder there as well. You can see the immediate bump just gets him off, and he tried to come back across and steal Lynch's flag, and you can see that big gap down the centre of the field. That's where the Newport boys split. They work together in teamwork every time they race, and Powney's the lone Kiwi left, the New Zealand under-19 champion. Scrivener as well, and then 2 Newport boys. So this is going to be really tough. Scrivener between the two. He has to hope that maybe Lynch tries to take on Powney, but I don't know. It's all about the turn. If you can get your shoulder in front, that early speed, you can go a long way towards qualifying through to the final 3. 4 men, 3 flags. Off and away, very even across the board at the moment. It's going to come down to a drag race. Just like that. Lynch goes wide. Scrivener gets there, and Powney, and bang, bang, 2 Kiwis gone.
Well, Josh, it looked like the Newport boys were out extremely quick. We will take a look at the replay here. Scrivener up a little bit slower than the likes of Lynch and Drysdale, who made their move on the turn and got themselves out of the blocks extremely quickly, Josh. They made a move early on, and that left Scrivener and Powney to battle it out.
And you just see here, Jake Lynch makes the decision late to go on the outside, and it might be a case of better the devil you know. They've raced Brock Scrivener before, but probably don't have as much experience with Powney, and if the opportunity to send him home comes, you've got to take it when you can. Lynch on the top side, Drysdale in the middle, Scrivener. He's on the outside edge there. Newport's going to turn and burn. They'll immediately go right. Scrivener, he's going to have to get physical here. The only guarantee they're going to come across and try and knock him out. 3 set, 2 flags. 1 opportunity. Off and away. Scrivener was good. He was very good. He's got speed early on, but he was just done for pace. I thought for a second there he had enough speed, but he just faded in the last 5 metres there. Didn't even put up a fight with a dive. And Drysdale and Lynch get 1-2 once again.
Well, Scrivener needed to have the run of his life, Josh. There was no way he was going to match Drysdale for strength and size. It needed to be speed, and even that wasn't there.
Yeah, they're big, they're fast, and they're very good when it comes down to a 2-on-1 situation. The Newport pair, Drysdale and Lynch, they even arrive at the same time, so this final is going to be very, very close. And it's almost been business as usual for these two. You can see the similar technique, a little foot wiggle as they get themselves set.
A wiggle, 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 yeah.
I don't think that's what they're thinking at this point of the competition. Some of them are taking it more serious than others. Jake Lynch is one of those, men, and let's see if the wiggle pays off for the 2 boys from Newport. Drysdale closest to us, Lynch above him. They've wiggled, they've gardened, they're set. 2 men, 1 flag, 1 Ocean6 title. Off and away, immediately into the push and shove. Push, trip, shove. Drysdale gets there. He goes the backhanded grab, and he gets it over his teammate. Handshakes and hugs all round, but what about the push and shove the whole way down? I thought Drysdale had tripped, managed to keep his feet, and the longer arm, the reach of Drysdale was enough to get the win.
Well, what a final, Josh. The 2 Newport boys come together. The 2 powerhouse of beach flag. Jake Lynch, last year's champion. Blake Drysdale, the round 1 champion. And it will be champagne showers at Newport tonight.
Unbelievable. Look at that slow motion action there. Grabs the flag, thrusts it to the sky, claims victory over his clubmate in Jake Lynch. Blake Drysdale is the round 1 Ocean6 champion. As we head to the results to take a look, a maximum of 100 points for Blake Drysdale ahead of Jake Lynch, Brock Scrivener, Powney and Rippon. Big thanks to the Kiwi boys for coming out. Simon Zazustovic and Tristan, the con man Con, gets 8th. Let's hear from our winner, Blake Drysdale.
Well, Blake, I guess last season was tough by your standards. Good to come back and get a win to start this season.
Yeah, mate, it's been good. Had a pretty slow start to the season. But, turning up to Ocean6, you got the PR boys over here, you got Jacko from WA, Jake, my teammate, just full of competition, and it's good to get a win for the first one of the year. So.
What about that rivalry between the two Newport boys? It obviously makes training pretty tough.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's all, we're all mates, and at the end of the day, it comes down to the last two. If it does, whoever gets it, make the best man win. And, we go back to training and try and work together and help each other in any way we can. But, just mates all the way.